Hunter, I thought our first half defense was really, really good, and I thought that we played. I asked our guys to play angry defensively and play together on offense. I think we accomplished one of those two, maybe. And I thought Nigel played angry on both ends. I thought he was really aggressive and played with great force. And I think UTRGV is a lot better than their record. And really, they got it to 6 in the second half at one stretch. I think maybe even 5 or something. I'm not sure exactly how close they got it to, but really a game I think our guys came out with purpose. And if we'd shot the ball well in the first half, I thought our guys were really focused, played really well, and second half were really well offensively. If we'd not turned it over, we just couldn't make a shot in the first half.
Nigel, big performance for you today, 12 points, 5 rebounds. I love the underrated stat, plus minus in the 29 tonight. Big presence on and off the floor, obviously, from you. Talk about your overall performance tonight and what you were feeling.
It was just be aggressive and just try to give energy to my teammates, and I think that showed with my rebounding, just trying to fly around and just win the possession. And I think a lot of our guys had fun tonight and was trying their hardest to contribute and to just help the next person.
I guess you could say you changed around the starting lineup tonight. Effective key play all around. Talk about that decision a little bit.
I told Nigel right before the game that he wasn't starting, but it wouldn't affect his minutes. To me, it really doesn't matter who starts. I think we have about 8 or 9 or 10 guys that can start. On our team, there's, I think we have a ton of good players, and I tell our team this, that ESPN has a top 10 list, and you never see the starting lineup on the ESPN top 10. It's all about who makes great winning plays towards the end of most games. That's what makes the top 10. So if we're going, and we talked about this the other day in the presser, for our team to sacrifice, be a part of a great team, we have to have guys sacrifice. And we lost 2 games in a row. I just felt like we need to shake some things up, and more than anything else. And I don't think that had anything to do with Nigel playing more aggressively tonight. If it did, great. Hint, hint. But I think we got mature guys who really don't care who starts because they're going to play the same minutes. And, him getting his 4th foul when we're on a roll really, I thought, affected our game tonight. And so, I think we need to get Jalil more minutes because I think he can benefit us. He's been out 2 months. And easy way for him to play more and played Nana against a smaller guy, and I thought that allowed him to have some success. That was one of the things I wanted to do tonight to get him some confidence. So that was kind of the thing up front, but I don't really care. And I hope our team takes that same attitude because I think we have 10 or 11 guys that can really play.
Coach, you talked about that defensive effort in the first half. Nigel, I want to ask you about this, though. There was a stretch from about the 16-and-a-half mark to I think it was almost 6 minutes where you guys didn't give up a bucket. I think you gave up a couple of free throws toward the end of that run, but you didn't give up a bucket for almost 6 minutes. Do you guys, it's my job to know numbers like that. Do you guys feel that when you're on the floor? Like, hey, man, we've held these guys for 2 media timeouts and they ain't scored. Do you guys feed off that kind of stuff? Talk about just what goes on, your energy when you guys have a run like that on defense.
I mean, that's what we play to, and I think when we're in the huddle, we're always like, when we're in that situation, it was like, don't be that guy to, screw up or let a teammate down. So those when we get off to those type of starts, that's always fun. And as the game goes on, we have that expectation of keeping it like that. So we're just always, hey, don't let that pass through. Don't let this get there. And it just shows our attention to the detail and how much everybody cares, to be honest.
This can go to both of you. What was your approach to Justin Johnson, number 1 on UTRGV, scoring 28 points tonight? Was there a game plan on him?
Go ahead, Nigel.
With Justin, we just knew that he was a talented scorer. a guy that likes to get fouled. But I knew a lot of us, it was a team guard. A lot of us got to guard him one-on-one. But he was a good player, and we just tried to make it as hard as we could on him.
Yeah, I mean, I thought our guys, for the most part, really executed the game plan. I mean, they got 9 at the half and almost half their points. And we tried to make his catches really tough. But you're not going to hold this guy who's top 5, whatever he is in the country in scoring and leads our league again in scoring down. I mean, if he gets his, and we didn't let their point guard Johnston get off. And, the thing about he got 28, got fouled too many times, but he's going to get his foul calls. It's where he catches it, but at the same time, he had 28, but he also turned it over 10 times, and, those led to points for us and all those kind of things. So I thought we really guarded him about as well as you could. And we wanted to double him as much as possible, which led to points for us and make his catches, And I'm not saying the officiating had anything to do with it, but when you get up 20, like we did multiple times in the game, a guy who's a premier scorer like he is, he's going to get some calls maybe if the game is closer. Maybe he doesn't get some of those calls, but he deserves it. He's a very talented, the most talented scorer in our league. Nigel and Matt Heyman and Rati did a great job, I think, of discouraging his catches, and then we doubled him with our bigs as much as possible.
The big one, Saturday. Jack Nation needs to show up against Seattle, one of the top teams in the WAC, receiving votes in the national poll, obviously keeping tabs on their games that are happening tomorrow. Talk about what you want to see from everybody.
Yeah, Hunter. I mean, playing Seattle Saturday afternoon, it's obviously it should be a great day in here. The women play. It's Saturday at 2. We played Seattle, who's undefeated, before their game against Sam tomorrow, and I think for late January, it's as big a game as we've had in here in a long time, and I would hope that our community and our students would come and we'd fill this place up. I mean, it'll be a heck of a game. It could be for first place and midway through the conference lead, and if not, it'll be pretty close. And these kids have done great things this year. Battled through so much adversity, and Nigel's won championship since he's been here, and his record is off the charts good. Rati's won, 85 games or something ridiculous like that in 4 years. He's got a chance to win 100 games and something ridiculous in his time he spent here. I mean, these people should appreciate the greatness in this program and the time that these kids have spent here. And hopefully they can on Saturday against a really good Seattle team that we shared the championship with a year ago. It's their first time here. And I would hope that our students and the people here would really make a nice, warm, piney woods welcome to the Sawmill on Saturday and make them feel really uncomfortable at 4:30.
Mentioned it in your presser or in your promo that you cut for this game. 55 days since students were back on campus. Walk away with the students back in the building tonight with the win. We'll see Jack Nation on Saturday for a big game against Seattle University. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Hunter. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate you.